I don't know how long I haven't known this for, but I just figured out how to get my video into the best resolution possible, which doesn't matter much because my camera lens is broke and we need to fix that. But either way, it looks like the frame per second looks a little bit better. But anyway, welcome back, guys. We've been working on the Brat, but the last 2 weekends we've been fixing up this car here. The guy blew up his engine. So we got a nice used long block from Dan Oberst at Flat Out Industries in Milford. He's a great guy. Hit him up if you need any used parts or if you want to sell him your blown up Subaru. But we got him all running, and I just haven't had any time to do any editing on the old content, but figured today will be a good day to get a video edited up and probably get a second one done for Monday for you guys, since it's Memorial Day and most of you guys will have off. But we just been doing a little bit more rust repair, and we've been doing a little fab work starting on the rear roll bar, so you'll see that towards the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Also, please subscribe, like the video, leave a comment down below. Any comments or criticism, whatever you got, let me know. I appreciate it all. Thanks, guys. Alright, guys, cut this piece out. We got this marked up where to cut it. Got the rough bend on here. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close. So we're gonna have to do a little shaping, but we got the rough shape of it figured out. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out and see how it looks, see what we got to do to make it fit. Alrighty, look at that good stuff right there. So at least we know we got all that eliminated, but let's see how this looks. Or even remotely close. Oh, well, not too bad. Oh, I'm not even looking at it. So this spot I dented down a little bit, so that actually does have to be pulled up. It looks like we're a little high just all the way around, at least on this bend here. So I'm probably gonna grind the backside of this, especially up here where it has to sit in there. That'll take a lot off, help out. Looks like we just gotta do a lot of sanding all the way around, and then right here, grab a pair of pliers and kind of bend that back up because we dented it in earlier. And then all this, we're gonna sand real good, and we'll hit all that with the weld through primer. Same with the back side of this before we weld it in. Alright, guys, we've been messing around, putting some stuff together. I put the handbrake, I mounted up the handbrake handle. I grounded the brake lights. All the rear lights are grounded, so now they work. I resoldered these pins on the Cyclops light, so now it works correctly. Window open, light on. I had those mixed up, so before it was open with the light off and down with the light on. So now it works as it should. Closed, no light. So that was just a simple mix up back there. I bolted up the wiper motor. All this has been spliced previously. Have to find the linkages. I think they're in my storage unit. I can't find them upstairs, so I believe they're in the storage unit. All the rear lights are working. We got tail lights. Barely see that. We got brake lights, and we got turn signals. So everything is working in that department. Had a little confusion. The left turn signal was being very weird. Turned out I was missing one of the modules. That module right there sitting in front of the battery. So got that figured out. While I was looking for the linkages, I found the wiper cowl upstairs. I forgot how badly pitted this thing was. This thing's probably truthfully not gonna be salvageable. Well, if we choose to salvage it, I'm not even gonna bother trying to repair it. We'll just spray right over it. But it's just so many bends and curves and such thin metal, not even worth messing with. Hopefully we can find one of these on the Facebook groups or the forums. I think somebody might have it, so we might get lucky there. Yeah, so now that that's figured out, I can actually put the front bumper on, I suppose, get that looking a little bit better. And then we still gotta, I was messing with the hood. We got this all sprayed weld through primer on the back side, and then this fits pretty good in there. Just gonna have to do a little bit of massaging, but I'm thinking we'll tack it in a couple places, hammer it down in a couple places, and should be all good to go. So pretty satisfied with how that turned out. Well, we did it. Cut it out and welded her in. I think I already showed you guys it earlier, but we were a little low on this joint here, so our weld isn't, it's flush on the body side, on the hood side, but not on the patch side. So we're gonna need a little bit of filler there, but everywhere else we did pretty good. Just a little bit of porosity here where it was real rusty. So, and we were a little low right here as well, but never gonna get it perfect, especially not with the equipment that I have. So a little bit of porosity all around here. Any of these bigger spots, I'll go back over and hit it with another weld and sand it back down. But we got it all pretty good. I'm happy with it. All these areas patched up. Much better than it looked when we started, right? But we messed up a little bit. The first one we made our top bend too late on the pipe. So where I measured like where I wanted the center of the bend to be, and that's where I started it. So ended up being too wide. I ended up cutting that one in half because I was gonna try to mess with it, but I decided not to. So then we grabbed another stick and we marked it. I thought I had my measurements good and everything like that, but I kept marking, like I would mark where the bend was, where I start the bend at, and then when it ended, I would just mark the front. I would mark the front and the back, just in case I had to put it back in the die and go a little bit extra. So what happened was, on this side, when I went to do my second bend, or well, technically my last bend, but when I went to do this one here, somehow I started on the mark, which was the it was the end of that bend, the line I drew for the end of that bend. In case I had to put it back in, I started it on that line up there, so it ended up making this whole piece a lot shorter. So the entire thing was like unsymmetrical. So that wasn't gonna work. So what I ended up doing, because I only have one more full stick left, and it requires a full stick to get this full hoop, and I need a stick for something else that I'm doing soon. So for the time being, I just measured, or I just cut that piece right there. As you can see, I tacked it in and did that. It's not perfect. There's a little bend, a little kink right there, because that bend was originally too much. It was coming too far in, so I had to bend that out a little, which ended up kinking it up there. But it is what it is. So next we will need, I'm hoping that I can use these pieces for the project I have coming up, and then that way we'll have the full stick left over. But if not, we're gonna have to go get another full stick. But the next thing is gonna be getting a pipe like this. It's gonna be running, well, let me grab something a little longer to demonstrate. Alright, well, this still isn't quite long enough, but you get the idea. It's gonna go from up here like that down to the strut tower. We're gonna build a little plate for that. I already made a template. Alright, so basically this plate will go right here like that. We just have to find something that's like exactly 3 inch, 3 1/8 to make this center hole. Hopefully we can get it pretty nice with a guide. And then, so basically that plate will bolt here. It'll these nuts will go on top of the plate. No need to double nut it. And then we'll have a piece of pipe running up on about a 30-ish degree angle up to right about here, or maybe even a little higher. I'd like it to run so that it kind of protects all this. So if anything, I don't know, just have protection right here, if that makes sense. And then at the same time, once that's all fully welded and that's bolted in, at the same time we'll basically be tying the two strut tower, or it'll be like a strut tower brace effectively, because everything will be tied together and there won't be too much sway. So it'll kind of be like, almost be like a sway bar in a way, if that makes sense. But should be interesting. The next thing I have to practice on is making my cuts and bevels for the pipe, to join this pipe to that pipe. So that should be interesting. I might practice a little bit with just these strap pieces, just to see, just to give me an idea. But yeah. Next I'm gonna clear this whole bed out, so when we go driving, we don't have to worry about things flying away. I've just been leaving it like this because it's good storage. Takes up less space in the shop, but we gotta clean it up now. And I have to order some Raptor liner, because these wheel wells can be painted now.